watching closely.
What's the secret, Max?
You just gotta find something you love to do and then do it for the rest of your life.
I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
Hello, and welcome to The Establishing Shot, a podcast where we do deep dives into directors and their filmographies. I am your host, Eli Price, and for the next couple weeks over the holiday season, we are going to be running a couple of reruns of some movie drafts, giving them their own episodes. So this week, we are going to be doing a rerun of a movie draft from episode 3, where me and my guest Haydn Fabre did a draft of movies that were at the time in the top 100 box office. So that was back in 2023. So a few new titles on there since then, but we took our pick from what was available then. So I hope you enjoy that draft.
Yeah, so we're going to move into our movie draft, and we're kind of winging it. Dude. I sent Hayden a list of movies right before we started recording. I was like, man, because I was like, maybe we can draft from the Sight and Sound Top 100, but I was like, it's the top 100 greatest movies of all time. It's like, yeah, I'll just take any of them. You know, there's no, like, it would just kind of be us taking our favorites, which that's gonna be the case in any of it, but yeah, I don't know. I felt like it wouldn't be quite as interesting. So instead I found a different list. And it is the list of the all-time worldwide box office movies. So you have, obviously when you,
are you gonna say Avatar?
So, I mean, Avatar is number one.
Crazy?
Avatar is number one. Endgame, number 2. Actually, Avatar: Way of Water is 3. Did you know that it had jumped up there? I did not.
Oh, I knew it. I've been following it. It's fascinating.
Titanic, number 4. Titanic was
I'm not even an Avatar guy. I'm just fascinated.
Yeah, Titanic was up there for a long time. On this, real quick, I had seen this this thread on Twitter the other day, and I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently, like, through the years, whenever like a director gets overtaken by someone else on this list, they like kind of write a letter, like maybe they'll publish it in a magazine or they'll just like send a note. But it's like they congratulate each other on like, congratulations, like you passed me. And usually there's like some sort of like graphic that their, I don't know, studio or whatever is made of like, passing the torch like on to the next thing of the characters from each movie. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought that was cool, like Hollywood camaraderie kind of thing. But yeah, so we're gonna draft off of this. Yeah,
James Cameron has a whole 10 of his,
Oh, James. Yeah, so we're gonna I mean, he's three of the top 4.
Yeah, crazy.
So we're gonna draft. Let's draft. Let's do 7's a good number.
7? I'm okay with 7.
Yeah, 7's a good number. 7 each. So we're gonna draft from this all-time top 100 all-time worldwide box office movies. The Box Office Mojo. So yeah, Hayden, you're the guest, first time guest. I'm gonna let you pick first because I'm just that nice of a person.
Oh my gosh, thank you for the honor. Okay, let's get into it. For my first pick, I've got to take The Dark Knight. I know that's what you wanted, isn't it? I have never seen a scene from The Dark Knight and not immediately wanted to put that movie on. It is the possibly most rewatchable movie of all time. Yeah. And I'm going to grab it off the board.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's, it's hard. I only have. It's funny. I don't have any like 10 out of 10 movies on this list. But so it's kind of with my first pick, man. You know,
What you gonna do? Swing for the fences.
I guess I'm gonna go Return of the King. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King wraps up the series. So that way, if you draft another Lord of the Rings movie, at least you don't get the epic
I don't
ending.
get the best one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The one that won all the rewards.
yeah.
Not everyone thinks it's the best one, but
Yeah. The one the
they're all
highest,
pretty on it. They're on an even playing field, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Well, Thomas,
so I'll take the last one.
My Lord of the Rings friend is. I'm pretty sure he's a Fellowship guy all day. So
Yeah, which I understand.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dark Knight, Return of the King. What you going with your second?
For number 2, I've got to go to my boy Steve, and I'm going to take Jurassic Park on that one.
All
Jurassic
right.
Park.
Jurassic Park. Where? Jurassic Park. Where was it in the list? 32. Okay, 32 all time.
Jurassic Park is a movie that I adore.
It's a great movie. It's fun.
That score.
Yeah.
All the acting is just so fun. When I was a child, I don't remember sweating as much as I did to a movie than in Jurassic Park. And that kitchen scene, dude. I love that film.
Yeah, great. I actually got to see it in theaters a few years ago.
When it came back,
it was fun.
Yeah.
No, it was one of those things where it's like someone rented out. It was during COVID actually. Yeah, someone rented, like a friend, one of our like friends rented out a theater for a bunch of people, and yeah, we went and saw Jurassic Park. It was fun. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna go the nostalgia pick and pick one of the best Disney animated classics ever in The Lion King. So
I figured that was where you were going next.
Yeah, Return of the King and Lion King. Got a trend here going here. Yeah, it's just a good movie.
All the kings, all the kings. Dude, I'm looking at some of the movies on this list. I don't even know what these are. Like, what is Wolf Warrior 2? Is that? I'm not going to take Wolf Warrior 2.
Oh, that's good.
I'm actually going to take. I'm going to take. Like we talked about in our episode, one for them, one for me, one for them, one for me.
Yeah.
Go 2 for them, 1 for me, and I'm going to take Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. A moment in cinema, a moment in movie going, a moment in sci-fi.
Revenge of the Sith, huh?
Revenge of the Sith.
It's a good movie. It's definitely the best of the prequels for sure.
Yeah, of the 3. Oh, and it is and unrealistically cringy. And
I'll never forget seeing it in theaters and just like the scene at the end,
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
I have that image stuck in my head. Not of like, I've seen it since obviously, but the image in my head is looking at the movie screen when did that come out? What year did that come out?
I believe it was 2001, sometime around then.
Was it 2001? I'm trying to find it on the list.
2005?
2005, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was in like 8th grade or something like that.
Where I was in 2005. I was 7 years old. I remember vividly going to see that movie and then going to Chili's afterwards and sitting there with my buddy Jake and just freaking out about how amazing it was.
It was. I was around that age when they re-released the original trilogy in theaters with like the terrible CGI and stuff. Yeah. So Lord of the Rings for me, then Lion King for 3. This is where. I mean, so here's what I'm not going to do. I drafted my Lord of the Rings movie. I could draft the other 2, but I'm going to kind of let those hang out there. You can have one if you want. Whatever. I'm going to go Inception.
Ooh, that was one I had my eye on.
It's a good movie, man. Leo, like the totem.
Yeah.
you know, I'm a big proponent of like, is it, does the totem fall, like does the top fall at the end or not? I'm a big proponent of like, you're not supposed to know. Like
Yeah, I don't
people,
think you
like
are.
that was the big thing. Like, oh, is it fall or not? Like, oh, you can kind of see it. Oh, I'm like, no. You're not
Yeah,
supposed to know. That's the point.
yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
I just
So,
like to take the opposite of what people think. If they're like, it falls, I'm like, no, it's up. It's up the whole time. Like he's not doing.
just a contrarian. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. What are you going with? Number 4.
All right, this is a tough one. I didn't think that this list we would start having slim pickings this early, but
Yeah.
I'm struggling here, man.
Yeah. What you
Yeah,
got?
the box office doesn't say it all. Shoot. You know what? I'm gonna take a pick that I don't think you'll like very much.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm gonna hold that to the end. I'm gonna hold it to the
Okay.
end. I'm gonna test you.
You're gonna
I'm gonna
risk it?
see. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna go with the Avengers at section 4, spot 4.
The original Avengers.
The OG.
Okay.
First time we saw the whole gang on screen. A moment yet again in superhero history at its peak, or on its way to its peak. You can argue where the peak is.
I remember seeing it. It's number 10 all time box office.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What you got?
All right. So this will be my most controversial pick. There will be a lot of people that don't like it. And I actually don't know where you stand on this. I'm going The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
I love The Last Jedi. I think it is the 4th best Star Wars movie after the original trilogy.
Wow. I don't know where I stand on The Last Jedi. All of my friends are Star Wars extremists, and they would hate me if I said anything different, so I haven't even explored it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I'll get some flack from some people for that, and I have. But I just think it's interesting. I like, I have takes on it. We don't have time for all those though. So you can hit me up. Hit me up on Twitter or something.
Tune in for the Last Jedi episode.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe we can do Ryan Johnson in the future. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Where are you going? Number 5.
Dude, you keep throwing me for loops here. Keep getting stuck. All right, I'm going to go with a movie that meant a lot to me as a child, a movie that I thought was the coolest movie ever made, that made me feel like a man and made me feel things I never felt before. And I'm going to go with Independence Day.
Independence Day. Okay.
That's right.
That's fun. 94 on the list. Pretty low down there, but
pretty low. I need me an alien movie. Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. That was 5. For number 5 for me, going back to the animated well and picking one of my absolute favorite Pixar's in Inside Out.
Nice.
Love Inside Out. Yeah, Inside Out and Soul are my 2 favorite Pixar movies. Not that anyone asked, but
made me feel some things, man.
Right. 85 on the all-time list.
Oh yeah.
So
it hit me in my soul.
Which, by the way, The Last Jedi, number 17 on the all-time list. So it's up there,
It is. What if I just took like Breaking Dawn Part 2? Just like take it.
Well, it's your pick, so you can if you want. Number 6, where are you going?
I can't do it. Oh man. What if I got the live action Lion King?
Oh, is that on here?
It is. Yeah. Don't look too deep on this list. You'll start getting sad, man. You'll just start getting sad.
It's number 9.
Yeah, it's absurd. Yeah.
It's a trash movie.
It's higher than the original Lion King. Yeah.
It's a trash movie. Don't ever see it.
I know. Let's just avoid that one altogether. Shoot, man. What do I do here? I'm going to take the one that I said I was going to wait till the end, and I'll find something else later. I'm going to take the film that stormed cinemas, that saved the movie theaters in America. The film that will soon be one of the greatest action movies of all time once it stands the test. I'm going to take Top Gun Maverick.
All right. Hey, I get it. So this is something in my friend circle. Like, I get a lot of flack because I had Top Gun Maverick like pretty far down on my.
Yeah, you hated it. Tom Cruise
2022
saved the
movie
movie
list.
theaters,
But
and you put him below.
I
50.
liked the movie. I liked it. I liked the movie. It was a 7 out of 10. Solid. It got the heart on Letterboxd.
That's all that matters in the end.
Yeah, it got the little heart with the rating. I like Top Gun Maverick. It just wasn't my favorite.
Yeah,
That's
I loved that film, and it's on my list.
You got it. You
Take it away.
You drafted it. We'll see what the people think. All right. So if we're doing box office movies, I guess I've got to try to hit some franchises. I'll take my favorite Marvel movie in Black Panther.
Good pick.
Yeah. I think it's the most interesting Marvel movie.
It's definitely a special one, man. It's got the Hamlet vibes. It's got some of the best costume design I've seen in a movie ever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, last pick.
Last pick. Oh, my goodness. I don't have any Disney on here. I feel like I need some Disney.
Good, dude.
Like, I've got some Star Wars, but I don't have any Disney. Like some true Disney. So I think I'm going to check my Disney box here, and I'm going to go with the first movie that I saw in theaters with Finding Nemo.
All right. Finding Nemo. It's a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
It really is. It's it's not like Lion King Disney, but it's Pixar, it's still Disney.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that was 7. Man, this is where I'm kind of struggling. You know what? We're hitting all the genres. I'm gonna go Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Yeah, dude.
James Bond.
Number 28 on the all-time box office list, which I think it's funny. Casino Royale isn't on this list.
It's not even there. No, I was looking for it too. I love that.
And
film.
it's the best of the Daniel Craig for sure. But Skyfall's right there with it for me. They're pretty close to tied. I think Skyfall is tied with Casino Royale for the best of the series. But yeah, it's a good Bond movie. I'm not a big Bond fan. The Daniel Craig ones are really the only ones that I really think are really good movies. But yeah, Skyfall. So
good pick.
Yeah, so I'll read off my list and then I'll let you read off yours. I've got Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. I've got The Lion King. I've got, this is going to be out of order because I'm just looking. I've got Inception, Inside Out, Star Wars, The Last Jedi, Black Panther, and Skyfall. That's my 7 box office drafted movies. What's your list look like, Hayden?
And I've got The Dark Knight, Jurassic Park, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, The Avengers, Independence Day, Top Gun Maverick, and Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Great. Good list.
Great draft.
Solid.
Good work.
Solid. I like mine better, obviously. I mean, we're going to put this up for listeners to vote on and in a poll on the socials, but I'll let you have the first pick. The Dark Knight might tip it for you.
You gave me The Dark Knight, and it was just...
Yeah.
And then it'll depend on how people feel. Do we have any Star Wars fans up in these listeners? We got some...
and then I set myself up for failure picking The Last Jedi. You're definitely winning this poll.
This is how they're going to vote. They're going to vote on which Star Wars movie is their favorite. And Revenge of the Sith is going to beat The Last Jedi. So...
what can I do?
You're in the minority, man.
Stand here and scream like Darth Vader at the end.
Yes. That was more Wookiee. Forgive me.
I hope you enjoyed that. We certainly had a good time making that back in episode 3. Next week, we're going to be doing another rerun of an old movie draft. So I hope you look forward to that. Until then, I've been Eli Price, and you've been listening to The Establishing Shot. See you next time.
We were happy here. For a little while.
But look, I figure it this way. Better to be king for a night than schmuck for a lifetime.